Good morning to you. I've come to Mae Klang Waterfall out in Tong. This is near to Inthanon. It's outside the fee-paying area of Doi Inthanon Park, but it's part of the national park area. Well, these are all the things you need when you come into the forest near to a river. You've got the water bottle to put out a fire. You've got the broom, the rakes to move the leaves away, and you've got the board, which is to carry you away if you have an accident. You've got the life vest just in case, but you've got the bananas, more importantly, to sustain you on a long journey. Well, I've come to the entrance of the park area where you have to pay. Outside of here is free. You can drive up to the car park and walk around the restaurant area and see the cascade. But to pass that, you've actually got to pay some money. Can you feel the force? What an amazing waterfall this is. It's so powerful. The strength of that water coming over. It's a glorious sight. It's a glorious feeling when you feel that water coming over the top there. What a wonderful waterfall. There's more to come. Tuk dik, tuk dik. Nalak. อุ่นพวกปลาทำมันแล้วใช่ไหมทำมันแล้วใช่ไหมใช่ยังครับคุณล่ะครับเรียบร้อยแล้วครับอ๋อผมกินอาหารเช้าแล้วอยู่บ้านแต่กลางวันกินอะไรไม่รู้แต่แถวนี้มีอาหารอะไรไหมมีครับจะมีพวกส้มตำไก่ย่างครับผมโอเคที่ร้านข้างล่างเลยครับจะมีเป็นร้านครับก็มีหลายอย่างอร่อยไหมก็อร่อยโอเคน่าสนใจครับผมขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับลุงเดินตามสบายนะครับโอเคขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ Well, that very friendly gardener was asking me if I'd eaten. Have I eaten? It's often a greeting that you get from Thai people when they meet you. It's like an introduction. Have you eaten yet? And I said I'd eaten breakfast, but I hadn't eaten lunch or a han glan wan. And he said there was som tam and gai yang. I can't resist showing you this. Now this is spectacular. Look at this. Now you've got to admit, the sight of that water coming over the top there, it fills you with an excitement. When you see the bamboo and the leaves of the trees around here blowing with the wind of the force of this water coming over the top, it's got a feeling. You're in the middle of the forest, you're in the middle of the jungle area around you. It's very wild. Trees on the other side are huge. They're draped in vines and climbers. Beautiful. It's quite exciting actually. I've got the whole waterfall here to myself. There's not another tourist, let alone a local, let alone now a groundsman. They've walked away. It's a beautiful place. Absolutely. Well, I've let my feet dry off now and made friends with the 3 dogs that were there. Friendly bunch really. After an initial humping of my leg and smelling of my private parts, they were very inquisitive. And the poor guy with the one eye, such a lovely fella. Oh, look at that. Well, it's a bee's nest, and it's perfectly vertical, holding in a stack on the outside, waiting to go in. The trail is quite overgrown in places. There's obviously no traffic here. There's no great deal of traffic from tourism beating the undergrowth back. So what's that up there? Well, how fascinating this is. I've just walked up to the top here and seen this sign sticking over the top of some weeds, and it's written in English, Pakanna rock Paintiv. But in actual fact, if you do the Google Translate of the words that are there in Thai, this is talking about P-H-A, khanna, K-H-A-N-N-A, paintings. I've searched on the internet here at the top of this mountain on my phone, and there's not a lot I can find, apart from the fact it's mentioned, as I just said, Pakanna paintings at this waterfall. But not a lot about what Pakanna paintings actually relate to. The drawings that are on that board, I thought, were graffiti by people visiting. I mean, after thinking it was initially something to do with rock climbing, I was quite astounded to think that it's actually part of the science and the nature that's here in this mountainside. Was it made by people? Was it made naturally? I'll investigate a little bit more if I can and find out. Meanwhile, onwards and upwards. Well, it's well worth the effort to climb the steps. The initial deterrent for anybody walking this trail, the initial steps are quite steep, but the rest of it's okay. You can walk at a steady pace and the going's moderate to easy. Well, isn't that magnificent? The cascade above the waterfall. Beautiful. It smells here, really lovely. Oh, going to my David Bellamy accent in a minute. It's lovely. All them bugs and things. Very, very nice. The smells. I wonder what it is. It's a bloom around here somewhere. Where am I going? I've got no idea. Well, the administration centre here focuses on getting rid of solid waste. I want to pay a trip to the loo, visit the loo and see if I can contribute. Here we go. Well, thank you for joining me here at Mae Klang Waterfall out at Inthanon today. It's been my pleasure to bring you another venture out into the wilderness to a relatively unknown waterfall as far as tourists are concerned, because it's not within the actual general park area. You need to take a little turning off before you get to the park. It's a lovely waterfall area, and it's laid out nice on the bottom here. You can come and have a meal, enjoy the sound of the water behind you, and enjoy the forest atmosphere around you too. Check back on a regular basis. I publish on a regular basis. Leave me a comment below if you've been here and what you thought of this place. Give me a thumbs up, please, and consider subscribing. Till next time, thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye. When you think that 30 meters behind me there is a charge for park entrance that I don't mind paying, and I don't mind the level of payment. Whoever wants to talk about level of payment. But 30 metres in front of the park is this eyesore. It's great that you've got outlets here, food vendors, and they try to make a living, you know, selling their foods and drinks and services, and you know, they've got all the stuff that they need to serve their customers tucked away here, but they've got no right to make it a rubbish dump. They've got no right to tip their rubbish here like they do. This is such a shame. To think that there's a national park sign just there, and then just here is this dumping of all of this rubbish. It's saying that people over there care and people here don't have to care. This is a disgrace. And Thai people, they're the business owners. It's not Phalang businesses. There are no Phalang businesses here. This is Thai people ruining their country.